Cade York has this one teed up, and we are underway from Indianapolis. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the second overall pick from BYU, now in his second season, Zach Wilson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. There's Wilson to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Wilson will throw again. But able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Kamara up the middle. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Wilson.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive. Able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive.
They're brought out by a 4th-round pick in the 2021 draft out of Notre Dame, Ian Book.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They start to drive with White. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31,
Book. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down.
Book, crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw is Book.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
Tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Slant pass to Boyd.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson.
And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw again on second down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now it's Wilson.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and 4.
Now Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. To throw again is Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alvin Kamara. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Book now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now Book.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Book. He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun. Here's Book.
And this is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dean Lowry, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. 3rd and long, he knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Zach Wilson and the offense heading back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
There's Wilson to throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
And he'll get this to the 32.
last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson finding Gray on the out route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now out comes Houston.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First down, here's White.
To the 43, 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Book.
For Marshall, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Colts going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson got an open man. It's Pringle.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Wilson.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the 1st half.
It's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that will continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the 1st half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start with one of the best rivalries in the NFL.
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, but it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13.
That's Trayvon Diggs making a big play there for the defense.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
This is caught. It's Boyd.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Second and 2.
A give to Kamara running right.
40 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Again, it's Kamara.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He completes it to Boyd.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for the Colts.
Now it's Wilson. Now he's flushed out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Kamara is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Book. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
To throw his Book. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running right, this is Ingram.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Book now.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now Book.
his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Indy set to go on offense once more. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 70 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara.
Jabari Zuniga with a stop.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
on 3rd down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the three, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Houston set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. A first down throw for Book.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
First down, Houston.
Book. And that'll be caught by Tony. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Complete to Kadarius Toney.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Book's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
24-yard gain on the play.
On 1st and 10, Book.
They go screen. This is Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been, seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Book. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Over the middle here to Brown. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Ingram.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed the touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure it out.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Alvin Kamara with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Book. Book under pressure, and he'll go down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Book. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ingram. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Book now to throw on first down. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. They'll look to throw again. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And no, they can't connect on the pass, so that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Indianapolis,
they'll finish a game below 500 at 8-9 on the year.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Texans,
it's been a sinking ship all season, to be frank, as they finally draw the curtain on what will be a 2-15 year.
And you have to figure that this is a team that will look a whole lot different come training camp next July.